Hello, friends and bees and friends who are also bees, and welcome to this week's Final Fantasy XIV stream. Pardon me. This week we are going to be continuing our playthrough of the Zadnor storyline, starting unfortunately with the Deborah Mugina. I say unfortunately because I've run 4 of them today already, but I'm at 14 to 15 artifacts, so we're going to start with the Deborah, start on the next set of the relic crests, and then go into Zadnor and continue on with the story. I only managed to get up to level 21, so I'm probably going to have to do a bunch of leveling, but I'll do that inside Zadnor, probably like doing CEs and fates and stuff like that, because it'll be more interesting than me running Delebrum 50,000 billion times. I worked out that I get about 500,000 metal from it, and at the moment to get up to level 22 I would have to run at least 4, possibly 5, depending on how often I died, and I'll be quite honest, I don't want to do that. So what can you say? I see. I've got a stream deck. For some reason it is not behaving. Nice. Sick. Right, swap over to the gameplay. There we go. Hello, it's that much. Right. You know what? No, I'm going to do something else. And then some configuration. That feels / looks to me much better. I don't know if it actually is any better, but it feels like it could be, and that's what matters. I'm gonna apologise. Today's stream is gonna be very low energy. I am very tired, and I still have a paper to finish, which is due tomorrow, and then a final, which is due on Thursday, which I'm hoping to get done tomorrow, so that I actually like chill on Thursday, relax. But we'll see how it goes. So yeah, I'm very tired, I apologise. I woke up at 1 PM. So I've been awake 7 hours, and yet I'm still dead to the world. Emotionally, if not physically. To praise that. And to grab this one I've been using, not veteran, the other one. Beast, there we go. I've been using the beast and thingy of the beast recently because, especially for Delebrum, because of the healing. Nice. Goodness. Also because I'm out of any DPS potions whatsoever. So. Gosh, I love the music here. Okay. It's going to be my last Delebrum anytime soon. I'm not planning to get any other relics. I just want to get my summoner relic. I don't even know if I can have the energy to get the Dragoon relic on my ult. Oh, pardon me. Well, that's good. We've got 2 tanks, healer, bunch of DPS. So. Okay, and somebody else has got Flare Star covered apparently. Before I do anything else, let me eat that essence. I'm not going to bother putting anything else on. I suppose I could chain spell, but how many? 20. Well, I'll let Puggy handle Flare Star unless you know it would be great if I'd actually summoned my Eggy. That would probably help, wouldn't it? Looks around shiftily. I got Red Mage up to level 80 on my ult, honestly, this morning, and then spent the rest of the afternoon doing Deliverance, so my brain's a little bit fried at this point. Yeah, if the Puggies are handling Flare Star, it makes life a lot easier for me. One less thing for me to care about. I'd love to see it. I know I just said it, I do like the music in here. I feel bad that I'm starting with this. I should have done it before stream, but then I would not have had time to have dinner. And so stream would have been late, so I decided this is the lesser of two evils, but phone saying, "Did you know that you're live?" If you heard that buzz. I don't think you did, but I'm guessing that's what the noise was at least. Sorry. Oh, shut up, phone. I feel like I should put it on Do Not Disturb when I'm streaming, even though it like just buzzes. It doesn't have any, like I've always got it on vibrate. I suppose it's not horrendously distracting, so. Oops. Move in. And wait 7 seconds on buffing so that I can have a buffed this thing, Firebird. Pardon me. Or not, never mind. I'm afraid. Good, I'm not chained, that's nice. I've decided that Lost Flare Star's icon looks a bit like a frog, so I've now got into the habit of like staring at the boss's health bar trying to see if it's got the frog debuff. That absolutely makes sense, right? Looks around shiftily. I love patterns of that where you can basically just run around in a circle. I'm gonna get hit by this flower. That's okay. Just move out of the way of a tank buster. What happened to me earlier was that I was not paying attention to where I was standing and took a tank buster to the face. It's extremely sad. It's not on me. I do love to see it. Ow. Okay. Well, it's not too bad. We'll push through relatively easily, fingers crossed. Knock on wood. Anyone on the floor dead? Nope, sick. Say that, turn corner, immediately see people dead a trap. Oops. Oops. Somebody is not having a great time with traps today. I have to say, I do like it when you load in and somebody says, I will handle the first task, because then it's like, sick. I will sit here and not worry. I promise after this I will have more energy. It's just... gotta get this out of the way. Apparently got hit by something, I don't know what though. Accidentally hitting control and going into alliance chat. It's very annoying. In fact, you know what I'm going to do? Hopefully that should make it a bit harder for me to randomly go into Alliance or Summit. Bridge outside says honk. Yeah. Sorry, I was just doing some mental maths. It would indeed take me 4 DR runs to get up to 22, and I don't have that in me. So we're going to actually do it in Zadnor instead. I don't care if it's less effective. efficient. There we go. It's more fun. So. Oh, shit. I love forgetting to summon my Yegi. I feel so smart when I do that. Not me having forgotten all of my keybinds and levelling Dancer, quickly followed by Red Mage. I'm not making the mistake I made earlier. Sword is indeed get out. Shield is get in. I knew that, and yeah, I was running this earlier and I was staring at the sword icon and my brain just did not process that it was that it wasn't shield. It's the kind of day that I'm having. You know how it be. Scanning around, looking to see if there's anybody dead on the floor that needs a res. Cool, I love not having to worry about that. Actually, you can really see where my priorities are today. Okay, hold off on buffing. Let her buff. It's always misaligned by 7 seconds. I do not know why. It's very strange. Small friends may eat. My hobby is DR runs where it goes really, knock on wood, smoothly and quickly. It's my favourite thing. Looks around shiftily, having cursed it. We were raiding on Sunday, got to the last pull, and Oster was like, okay guys, we're gonna clear this time, and then just from the start, just dropped the raid all over the floor, and it's like, man Oster, you really did jinx us, huh? hope this gets both of them. Maybe. What? That's rude. It's very rude. Anyone else dead on the floor? There is, but I don't have swift gas. More lost flare stars. Shakes game, like, no. What I need are essences. I need deep essences. The skirmisher, I think. The pink one that looks like a chest tube and the round bottomed white pot. Those are the two that I need. These are the two that I need beefy essences of. Somebody got banished sick. I'd love to see it. Oh, fuck. Every time I go into fibre there I fuck up. Yeah, I always do it anyway because I'm a fool and I love DPS. That's just how it be, quite frankly. She's the best. Okay, let's not walk there. Ow. That was rude. Anyone else dead on the floor? Not yet. Remember to summon my egg even this time. We could wait, like... There we go. Please ignore how you absolutely saw me hitting the thing when I shouldn't have done, because I was spacing out. Sometimes that's just how it be in this bitch of a world. Tell you what, the good news is that I've been running this so often, I'm beginning to, like, associate her, what twirl she does with, where I have to stand. It's not perfect, but I'm getting there. I know it's the same as Shiva's, but I haven't done Shiva Unreal in so long. Not have the frog debuff, but someone else's problem. I have decided. There she goes. I know it's not frog. I know it's Lost Flare Star, but it looks like a frog to me. I wonder if these, like, each channel always has the same path. Be interesting to test. I can't remember, if I'm quite honest. May want the Kindness of Strangers achievement, but I don't want it enough to waste DPS. Computer. Apologise if things went a little wacky there. Somebody earlier described this as Katy Perry boss, and I just very abruptly understood what they meant. Oh my god. Took me 2 hours maybe to get that. I'm shaking my head, but I'm shaking my head at myself. I do apologise though, maybe this really like quiet sound from the game, and that's the sound of me getting healing from when I do damage. It's kind of an annoying sound, but it keeps me alive, so... Ah! Rude. That was very rude. Anyone else? You already have this equestrian, that's sick. Sarcastically. Best of these songs, I think. I feel like I'd run forward, I hit buff, and if it waits until he's arrived at the boss to actually give off the buff. It's very annoying. Hammered every time. Cries. Phew. Hopefully that actually went off. Of second days and I do really like this song, especially, has to be said. sorry, just hit my desk accidentally. Very smooth. Okay. Bit late for that, Makoto. I've already worked it out, but thanks. To her, strange as it sounds, I think we must watch as well to avoid harm. Yeah. That's what I just did, you know? Should hopefully be safe over here. Nice. Oh, but it's not back, then small arms. Remember this time. Always a time where I forget the knockback. It's like, ah shit, as I get yoked into the air. Or into the death circle as it may be. Okay, I'm safe. Okay. Guessing the samurai is going to LB. Nice. Woof, there we go. Anyone dead on the floor needs dressing? Nope. Right, let's grab our items. A bunch of coins. And let me check my phone super quickly. Okay, dokie. Okay. Oh. Okay, sideways. Oh, and just as I get that set up, the monitor comes back. Anyway, let us go at long last. Hand this in. Do we not have? Here's order index. Buy off you. What? Huh? Syntax. Bear with me. How do I get this back? Can I not? Okay, well. We are okay. What? Where? And also what? How do I? What? Sorry that I'm just sitting here futzing about, but what would I have done to it? I am so confused. Did I accidentally throw my Law's auto weapon away? Is it on? Did I? It's on retainer. back and see if I put it on a retainer for some reason. And also Google. If I have to start from scratch. And I have a distinct feeling I have really fucked up. Which is incredibly annoying, if I'm honest. Well, pretty stupid. Nope, you're not holding it. Oh, that's my housing item retainer, not holding it. Okay. I feel like I've really fucked up. Never mind then, let's go with the thing. Weapon replicas. Only has a Spiritus Solstice. She does not have what I need, which is a replica Lost Order. What's it called? A new path. Okay, well, there's a very good chance that I may have fucked this up. So let's just pretend that never happened and head into Angus and see what happens. I'm also going to run back this way though and grab change of arms. A Spiritus Recollection. Piss, nice and piss. No. If I have to like start from scratch because my Law's Order has gone missing, I will be so grumpy. Whatever. Argle bargle. Right. Let's see, what have I got? Ooh, hunting. Trade that. Available at 22. So let's do this. And sort of stuff I have already, whatever. Do L onto M. God. Yes. I'm constantly getting lost around here. Right, raise me a thing. Heck yeah. Okay, I have nothing to say it right. In that case, let's go do some CEs. Or some fates, rather. Get up to 22. And I will be really annoyed at myself. Just in general. I suppose I got my laws. No, but I won't be able to do it because it needs to be the index. I can't just like. I could drop it and pick it back up again as an astro. Astonishing. Finished in 2 seconds. Okay, well, it feels like there's a fate coming up here soon. Why did you spawn onto me? going to do this. I've never done this. Unmanned Magitech horsemen. They must be stopped if the resistance is to advance. Approximately 1.5 million. Maybe 5? I don't know, I can't remember how long these take. Or how much they give. Okay. That sound is a weird sound. Oh, come on, computer, behave. But it was in-game and not outside, which is what I was more worried about. I'm gonna go where everyone. Okay. Submitting request for backups. Shit, bad. Just in general. Just a generalised shit for lead, you know how it be. Oh, that was close. I wonder if I can I lost flare style these guys? I hate how loud that is, I apologise. I'm going to turn getting audio down slightly. It's so loud when they go past. It's making me jump, so... I have a distinct feeling, by the way, that I'm going to have to completely redo the quest in order to get the rules order thing. And I'm really annoyed by that. So that was about 500,000. So like, about 800,000. Anasu is a good name. Oh, nice. What's that one completely? What's this at? 33%. Okay, I'm gonna... I guess there's a new fate coming up here. Maybe. Okay. They seem to pop a lot, like, less often. Yeah, maybe it's just me. But, like... Like, if one more CD could pop, that would probably just about get me over. Aha. My pleading worked. Sighing at myself. I'm sighing at myself for having fucked up my resistance weapon quest somehow. See if I can get over to parts and parcel in time. Fingers crossed. The music in here is very, very good. Going the wrong way. That's in my glamour dresser apparently. So never mind, I'm going to do Thuban the Terrible. Oh, it's a big friend. Elder Tara from a time long past has been set loose by the 4th Legion to do as it pleases on the battlefield. Show the monstrous Thuban that he does not belong in this world. Absolutely not. I'm going to hug the monstrous Thuban and make friends with him. Out and one more fate. Up on the horse and go do an end to atrocities. Hopefully I can get to. And that should hopefully get me does my quest chat have damage to me in it? Weird. Anyway, every day I am baffled by my own decisions. Fiendish Mage Fabino has been allowed to carry out school sadistic parents for too long, showing lawfully the Fourth Right to see that his former superior officer is fitting his heinous crimes. Didn't we just do this? We did something very similar at least. My leg has gone to sleep. Nice. Ooh. Resistance is scouting for a CE that I am not high enough level to do. So, oh. Apparently. Well, we're going to do this then, because we're here. And then I'll go level up. Pick up some of these guys in the meantime. For fun and clusters, maybe? I want to get 100 clusters because I really want the wind-up queen pet. I will probably never never use any other pet. Somebody in say chat, I guess, was like anyway, the response was, don't think I'm educated enough to have on either issue to have a rightful opinion. Response, also valid. They're called Brynhild and yet they're a cat girl. Brynhild is a character from Norse and, I say, Northern European mythology and legend and etc. And I definitely think they should be ephemera. Oh, the mighty Hrodvitnir descends upon the battlefield, a beast of legend known to leave naught but icy ruin in its wake. Can the resistance escape the grip of its gelid jaws? Big Jen. Oh yeah, after this, I'm going to level up. Unlock my stuff, and then I'm going to return back to see return back and to go to my glamour chest, and hopefully I will find the Law's Order index in there. Fingers crossed. Okay, so Storm Within isn't out, and Storm Within out. Be aware ice is not. Oh, someone dance partner would be nice. We'd love to see it. And 4. Oh, and a fool and an idiot and a fool. Legion Imaginifier. I'm sure that's meant to sound more majestic than Imaginifia, but still does. I'm going to hide with other puppies. Ow. Oh. I'm not going to risk it. Going to leave party. Yes. Chest, but if I search Law's Order in back, no, not search for item. That's this question mark, like my 2 retainers. Well, anyway, apparently, oh. Right. Brain extremely empty. Okay. No, I'm very buff. New resistance quest is now available. And I can go appraise some things. However, I have nothing to appraise. So let's go all the way around in a circle. Resistance, locksmith. Open up these. Indigo star, indigo star, indigo star. 7 indigo stars. We love to see it. Right. A bunch of new things I want to read, so. Stanek the Unwavering, Zaven the Vengeful, and Isolde the Eagle-Eyed. These 3 brave souls, their corporeal forms twisted and warped beyond comprehension, continue to dutifully serve the Queen as an odious amalgamation possessed of unholy martial and magical power. Our tale takes us back some moons before the Battle of Castrum Marcus Litore, to the western shores of Igarj Kelo. Those well versed in Old Bertian will know that just as Lacus Litore means lakeside, in the language of the Empire, Igarj Kelo means mirror of water in that ancient tongue. It is said that on clear days when the wind was still, nary a ripple would form on the lake's surface, which would reflect the bright sun and majestic blue of the skies above. It was here that the Bertian resistance mustered their forces in secret at Volod, until one day when they were unceremoniously rooted out by the Imperial army. Knowing his men stood no chance against the Empire's might in a face-to-face conflict, Vasseljon ordered a full retreat from the outpost, dispatching his 3 most trusted lieutenants to cover those in flight. Stanek, Shaven, and Isolde succeeded in uniting with the surviving troops, but were ambushed on their return by Albaleo and his regiment, who sought to take advantage of the situation by picking off the Bojans in their weakened state. Surrounded on all sides, the 3 fought bravely, expertly employing the rocks, trees, even the corpses of their ill-fated countrymen as a defensive wall against their foe. In the end, however, the Gallian sheer firepower proved too much to overcome. Knowing they'd face total eradication otherwise, Stanek and Shaven entrusted their wounded men to Isolde, then engaged in a diversionary attack, which succeeded in confusing the Imperials and thus buying much-needed time for their escape. Stanek and Shaven, however, now found themselves alone and entirely at the foe's mercy. It was only a matter of time before their enemy closed in and finished them all off once and for all. Remember how I said I wasn't going to. Anyway, gazing up at the moon for what they thought would be the last time, they sat together and waited for the inevitable. As dawn began to break, they heard in the distance an Imperial officer barking the order that would herald their impending doom. Our fight ends here, the 2 men said to themselves, when a hauntingly beautiful melody rang out through the air. It was Isolde, bending her bowstring to play an old Boshan folk tune. Their sister in arms had returned and she brought reinforcements with her. The evening before the Battle of Castrum Marcus Litore, Stanek retreated, entreated Isolde to play the same melody for old time's sake. Shaven, enjoying a strong drink as he was wont to do, closed his eyes and reflected back on the night he had all but known would be his last. One day this war will too be a memory, he thought, and come then he would share a toast with his friends to the tune of Isolde's bow. Okay, Ettore. The born and raised in the southern reaches of Nansha, her lineage can be traced back to Doma. Indeed, for several generations her family thrived in Nansha, making the land's culture their own, all the while dutifully upholding their Doma traditions. Unfortunately, her family line was cut woefully short 26 years prior, and Ettore must now uphold those traditions on her own. Okay, read the rest of it in a second. Beauty, collection, field record. Under the command of the 11th Legion, the 14th Infantry Division was dispatched to invade the mountainous regions of southern Nansha. While the Nanshan resistance lacked a comparable martial force, they were not without cunning. Rather than attack directly, rather than attack directly, they relied on the knowledge of the land, assailing the Imperials via surprise raids and ambushes. The Nanshan resistance was relentless, stalking the Imperials both by the light of day and in the dead of night. Thus the 17th Legion was deprived of rest, kept constantly on edge, and before long it was clear these tactics had taken their toll. Even so, nobody could have foreseen what would befall the village of Daglok. It was a small village, and without the immediate aid of the resistance, the people found little recourse but to submit to the Imperial's authority, offering up what little food and water they could afford to forestall uncertain death. The uneasy peace would be broken, however, when an ill-some Imperial soldier thought to assault a hapless villager. They tried to defend themselves, but the drunken soldier escalated the altercation, and before long the villager was dead. When questioned by his superiors, the soldier claimed he was assaulted by the resistance, but the villagers knew the truth. Torches and tools in hand, they demanded the Imperials leave Daglok, but their cries of anger were only answered by gunfire. Pension for collecting the most fearsome creatures known to the realm, and now they've unleashed their prize catch from the burn to turn back the resistance. I think I've done this guy already. Please stop. Abruptly, I'm like, wait, this is annoyingly familiar, given how often I've been running the burn recently. That up. God only knows how. Again? Homophobic. There we go. Okay, disband party. Flash return. This time for real. Oh, okay. On horse and start tootling over. There we go. Let's finish reading Tori's story. Okay. Okay. Cries of anger were answered only with gunfire. The massacre of Daglok's people was initially reported as the result of a bloody battle with the Nanshan resistance. But survivors from the village would give a lie to these claims. The dark truth made painfully clear when a soldier of the 17th Infantry at last came forward, unable to bear the weight of his conscience. The unit was then recalled to the Imperial capital, where it was summarily dissolved. Emperor Varus was quick to denounce the infantry's actions, but the seeds of resentment had already been sown in Nansha's bloody soil. Tori was but an innocent child of 4 summers when this atrocity came to pass, whisked away to safety by her mother. Though she did not emerge from the village unscathed, Tori's mother refused to stop until she was certain of their safety. And so they travelled without food or water for 3 days and nights, desperate to find sanctuary. Eventually they would find it in the arms of resistance soldiers out on patrol. It was only then that she allowed herself to succumb to her injuries, her final breath a sigh of relief, comforted by the thought that Tori would live. It was believed that the trauma of her loss shocked Tori into silence. In time she would find her voice again and attest to the horrors visited upon the village. Thanks to her mother's sacrifice, Tori had gained a new family among the resistance, none offering her comfort more so than Kosyu, who she would come to look up to as a brother. When she was of age, she joined the resistance, taking up the lance, and with Kosyu's help, she quickly became one of the more accomplished fighters in battle for freedom. Now you've got feels. Right. Astonishing. 2 indigo stars. Okay. Let us leave. I really wish there was a shortcut to get to Gangas. Some Mimosa lower decks. Police are coming to arrest me for stupidity crimes. If this book is not in my glamour toilet, I will give up. I will lie on the floor and cry. I really, really do not want to do the earlier bits of the grind again. Right. Head over to the glamour toilet. It is there. Oh, thank goodness for that. Phew. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to hand this in, pick up the new quest, and then hop back into Zadnor, do the rest. If Dariada doesn't pop, I may do that next week. Let's need to repair my gear. But anyway, these are some raw materials to begin extraction. And rip, and over. Ethereal siltstone detected. Please insert weapon. Weapon detected. Preparing Ethro insulation coating. Weapon ether stabilized. Please select memories for desired attribute adjustment. I want... How many in total do I have? 1, 1, 6, 7. I do that, and then do 100. Okay, what if I do then like 300 crit and 357 debt? Sounds good. I mean, I have no idea what the right one is to do, so it's not like I'm going to be using it, but all I ever need, like, I want crit all the time. Ready memories for extraction. Applying Ethro insulation coating. Initiating etheric memory infusion. Puts this all up on YouTube in the description. Finish this admin story. Damn, it worked. Start with the GR. Get incredibly confused by not having my Law's Order book. Give the Aladdin Baller Bolts credit. Any Smith worth a hammer would be proud of a weapon as fine as this. I'll call her the Augmented Law's Order Index. I kind of prefer how it looks with the glow, I have to say. Of course, if something ain't right with it, tell it to the node, not me. Subsequent memory infusions require reapplication of Ethro insulation coating, meaning Billy Connolly would need to acquire more siltstone. And there is no better place to procure such siltstone than Arena's House of Splendors. Our stores are stocked with the finest relics, containing high concentrations of ethereal siltstone, which is certain to meet all your weapon forging needs. Visit your nearest House of Splendors representative today and receive a discount on your first purchase. If quality is what you seek, then come to Mordona and let Mistress Rowena add a touch of splendor to your life. This advertisement was brought to you by Rowena's House of Splendors. The House of Splendors is not responsible for damages, injury, or painful death incurred through the use, misuse, or inability to use their projects. Alpha is void, and the void where prohibited or not prohibited. Reminds me of when you load into Mayhem and it's like for endurance. See, it's nothing safe from that money grabbing witch. Guess I should count myself fortunate. At least I got to keep my name, unlike the rest of her bloody underlings. Though I reckon she'll come for that before too long. Me too, buddy. Ethereal sealant can be obtained from Oriana. Sick. Okay. Well, let's talk to Garrett now. Didn't think I'd see you traipsing about here, having just been over the side. Told me you've been keeping busy giving the 4th Legion what for on the front lines. I'm sure you're itching to get back, but before you go, we've something interesting news to share. One of the surviving members of Gunhilda's Blades has found more crystals on the battlefield, but far different from those we've seen before. They ain't formed from memories of the dying, more like a concentration of raw emotion. And I'd wager me last mug of ale, well, maybe not me last mug, that Gunhilda's Blades would have used crystals just like these to give their weapons a bit more bite. They knew how, that is. Seems like when the last queen unleashed the power of the sword, the prayers of the people added to her strength. These crystals ain't exactly full of faith, but if we're looking to make the resistance weapon stronger, the power of them emotions might just do the trick. From what books I could find, Gunhilda's Blades had the same idea, enhancing their weapons using the power of prayer, but understanding how to unlock the potential to save the queen proved too much for them. Fascinating. Should we succeed where even the ancient versions failed, we will have forged the true Blades of Gunhilda, as they were meant to be. Ah, you could say that. Of course, I'd rather we keep calling them resistance weapons. Whatever we choose to name them, it certainly is an exciting prospect. You shall have the support of the House of Splendors and any resources that might prove useful to your work. The cooperation of the House is greatly appreciated, but I assume this is not an act of charity. Well, we are a business after all. But surely any price we ask is a pittance if it means a glorious new standard for your countrymen to rally behind. Yes, such splendorous weapons would more than serve as a beacon of hope for our people's future once the Imperials are driven out of Ocean. More importantly, the contract of the House of Splendors will be fulfilled, assuming that is we can get hold of everything we need. That being an arrow that can handle higher concentrations of ether, a potent reagent to bind ethereal energies to the weapon, and a means of committing the power of emotions to it. Rather a tall order, but I'm sure that the House of Splendors can provide. I will have my associates look through our inventories and bring the necessary resources to Genghis. Naturally, the House will expect something in return, most likely goods of equivalent value. And what part will you play in the proceedings, if I may ask? Oh, I plan to have the Ironworks make adjustments to the Allegan node, in order to more precisely tailor the completed weapons to their future wielders. After all, such attention to detail will increase their value exponentially. And one last thing, I will be instructing my colleagues to deliver the requested materials in bulk. That they should have to travel so far, I intend to make it worth their time. I suppose that is fair, and we'll certainly have the need to forge more weapons when new members of Gunhilda's Blades are appointed. Thank you for understanding. Now, without further ado, I shall begin my preparations. For the time being, that leaves us to ponder upon the not so simple matter of the goods the House will demand as payment. Leave it to me, over-enthusiastic. Once we know more, I shall act as an intermediary to ensure a smooth transaction. I can't remember if you can get items for this from Zadnor, but if you can, do that. Now all I need to do is wait my moment. I like that her eyebrows are dyed to match her hair. That's a level of commitment I decided not to go for. Received list of desired goods from Master Sagana. The House of Splendors works with frightening efficiency. What they are asking for does not seem entirely unreasonable. As Sagana has arranged 3 separate transactions, I shall let you decide which to attend to first. Okay. We've got Requires some manner of reagent to bind the crystal's ether to the weapon. The House of Splendors is but an intermediary for the manufacturer. Gold and metal workers of some renown in Idleshire, apparently. According to Regana, despite the material requiring the use of some sort of special forge, she was able to negotiate a reasonable agreement. Still struck me as rather a lopsided deal in their favour, but we have little choice but to take her word for it. For our part in the bargain, we've been asked to procure 2 varieties of mechanical parts. They must be of the highest quality if we're to appease the goblins' discerning eyes. Supposedly, the parts in question are commonly found in an apparatus employed by Illuminati, as well as the Empire's forces. We've been asked to collect 30 of each. Okay. I thought we might tend to the metal alloy required to the resistance weapons refinement. There's little I can do to help with this particular request. They've requested memoirs of battle in return for services. They were quite adamant that said memoirs are of fierce battles, far more harrowing than anything I myself have experienced. What's more, they went on to say these writings should be based on battles here in Berger, or battles of an otherworldly nature. My apologies, Blake Connolly, but they've asked for 30 freshly penned volumes of each. The means by which emotional energy is committed to the resistance weapon is perhaps the most crucial part of the refinement process. Somehow, the house has contrived an incantation they believe will do precisely that, inspire the techniques used to create materia. They're pentamagic scrolls, no doubt designed to expire after a handful of uses, but I digress. In exchange for these scrolls, they've asked to procure crystallized memories of the dying. Our work on resistance weapons has garnered their attention, it seems, and now they wish to study the crystals to perhaps refine their own wares. Rather, we didn't have to share the techniques of our forebears, but if this is the price we must pay to benefit Berger's future... TSCs and Edens. Okay, so we actually take a look at these. I'm going to... whoops. Here we go. So... I'm doing 30... Exactly 30 times over. Freshly penned landmarks. Memories. Mega, even, and. Okay. And also CEs. So, I'll just head back to Zadnor. And we will see if we get any, and if not, I will try my hardest to grind some of them out. I'm also going to repair my gear. My Triplex index is still better than my mental use order. I'll move that there so that I don't touch it until I'm ready to hand things in. Okay. Secured another outpost. So you've not been resting on your laurels since we last met? We secured a new outpost and a barrier was erected over the site not long ago. If you follow me, I'll show you to our newest encampment. We're drawn perilously close to the Dariada now, so be on your guard. It's gear. Hopefully, once I finish this, I will get the more field record. I have a bunch of field entries I need to get. The thing is, for me, like, wait, what, since this is, well, is there anyone here? Are there bees? Yes, there are bees, okay. Change my mind, I'm gonna do this. Treasures, answered to Imperials. Treasure must be returned to its rightful home. lights on. Tsubame. Huh? Is fate or... Okay, well, never mind. We're going to... More strong workshops. Let's go. It's niche. While we read our new... A shinobi of Dharma, Tsubame is among the contingent sent by the Eastern Alliance to aid in the battle against the Fourth Legion. Not being especially talented in her ability to manipulate ether, her ninjutsu pales in comparison to that of jonin such as Oboro, but she compensates for this shortcoming with her exceptional prowess and skill at arms. These attributes, along with her knack for infiltration, previously saw her assigned on a mission to Eorzea, where she served as Oboro's right hand in his quest to track down and apprehend a traitorous shinobi. In the self-same capacity, she has now come to the Boshin front and lends a covert expertise for the resistance effort. Contrary to appearances, Tsubame's relationship with Oboro is purely one of subordinate and superior, and while not overtly instructed to do so, she tacitly understands that her duty also includes acting as chaperone to the shinobi master, who, despite his redoubtable combat skills, has ever struggled when it comes to infiltration. Shinobi are often required to adopt new identities for means at a time in order to gather intelligence, be it on foreign soil. They are trained to seamlessly insert themselves into new environments with no more than a few days' preparation. Yet while Oboro passed all this, it was other shinobi trials with flying colours. In this facet of his art alone, he was borderline. The reason for this Tsubame well know. Oboro was good-natured to the core. Deftly as he might otherwise maintain a disguise, his incurable earnestness and sense of justice cannot help but come to the fore. When he sees those in trouble, he would invariably go to their aid, and in doing so betray carefully cultivated personas. Even should it be slight, such deviations from the character could not be lost upon the keener mind and could rouse suspicion. In spite of his flaws, or perhaps because of them, Tsubame has resolved to do her best by Oboro, for there are worse things one could be doing, she understands, than to serve someone who is good to a fault. That's cute. I like that. So I hope you appreciated my chill building, reading the entry while also running away from the Reshi. Running and yelling and yelling and running. What is up, my dude? We are but a stone's throw from Dariada, much to the dismay of the Fourth Legion, I would assume. That their plans yet remain a mystery is concerning, but Master Garland is confident in his countermeasures for any aerial assaults they may be plotting. Victory is nearly at hand, played Connolly. I can feel it. There is no telling what manner of magitech weaponry the Fourth Legion will employ in their desperation, but I have faith we will prevail in the end. Testing new skirmishes and critical engagements. Reaching 23 or higher. Dick. Wow. Let us... Oops. Not attuned to the... Oops, attuned to this. Go try and get up to 23. Let us praise our new box of protects and shells. Bubble, bubble, bubble. Bubble, bubble versus bubble, bubble without that. So impetuses. It's not really what I want, but... Ooh. I grab both of these and just do that. That's not. There we go. Now let us get to exploring. 13.2. Oh, nice. 14.2, 15.2 out of about 2.4 million. So. Goodness, puppies are here. Thank you, puppies. Skinnius has developed a new weapon which is producing great numbers and sent to the battlefield. They are unmanned, so you can be free of guilt. We're going to go exploring. That's a big boy. Is this an incoming fate, or? I'm guessing it is. Hire you to provide enrichment for my newest acquisition. Not busy. Nothing he enjoys more than the sound of shattering bones. Or do you not be so easily shaken up? Oh no, we take this oversized beast down. Had your fun, Yuba. No more playing now. Returned with new pet, truly mammoth A proportions. Destroy the prehistoric Placidown before it tramples the resistance into dust. Somebody in Saysatch says, imagine drinking tea and dunking crumpets. Proper British crumpets would be quite nice right now, actually. I don't put butter on them because I can't stand it, but sometimes I put jam on them, or sometimes I just have them warm. I really don't like butter, so I don't put that on anything. I appreciate whoever is cluster farming around here, that I can just hit an AoE and like get a bunch of credit for that. So 48,000 Zadnor. Nice. Says, why am I down here? Down in the dirt. Big F. Minced remains of filled the feeding troughs, my menagerie. Whatever you say. Resistance forces have initiated a critical engagement. Registered 4. And her. Can go on in there. It is just a cave, I guess. CA takes place in there? Question mark. Let's head over that way and see if I will get to one Mage's Rage in time. If I can't, no, I'm not going to get to it in time, but I may be able to get to the other camp in time. Possibly. The fuck are these things? Weird. That's what they are. Nice. Okay, now what's going on here? Ruins. I have to get in there, it's fine. Hard. And let's go. Oh, it's this guy again. Hopefully more people show up. Looks around shiftily. Or rather, more people say that they want into the party. I know how words work. To sort out my inventory as well at some point. This will worry for another time. Follow me, I have no idea what I'm doing. Ow. Jeez. Oh, I'm dead, okay. One arose as a treat. It's a very fancy Moogle there. Still an irons. No. See you over there. Red mage. See what's there. Where's that? Gets completely lost. What's that? To try and go for sever the strings. Unless another one pops up beforehand, I think. And I'm going to also sort out my inventory. So. I need to sort those out especially. Stop getting stuck on stuff, me. So, some compact springs, big memory of the dying, and enduring memories of the dying. Not you, you. Rift, okay. Well, never mind. Oops, I'm totally disband party. Head back over here to where it's slightly safer. TP up there for seek and you will find. Ah, your friend and mine. It's here. Maybe finish things off next Tuesday. We'll see. But somebody on a mount. Oh, that's much less terrifying. They're still slightly terrifying. Probably. Oh. Running and yelling. More chocobos. Captain Diggs has returned with yet another flock of red chocobos, but it appears he no longer has recruitment on his mind, only a good fight. Nice. Settle this another time. Quite a character, this Diggusa. Sure is. Oh, there's one attacking machines. Okay, I was gonna walk over here. It's probably quicker to teleport, but I feel like walking, so there we go. How do I get mount speed up? Please, and also think. To Google. Control T, Zadnor, mount speed. Okay, well, That one got fucking wrecked by a bunch of people. Fine, going this way. I'm grumpy. 25 Bojan clusters. Okay. Guess I'm cluster farming at some point. Downshiftily. That still only counts as one. Jesus. Problem is because I go so slowly it takes me forever to get anywhere. Right, I'm gonna swerve and hit that one because there is no way I'm going to get there in time. I wonder if this is a Heflump, given the name. These things are so weird. It is the Heflump. Sick. Prehistoric pachyderm. I guess there's just like a bunch of people farming fates together and beating them all before anyone else can get to them, looks around sadly. Running and yelling and yelling and running. I could ride like a pillion with one of these guys. Just let them carry me wherever. I don't know what's going to happen, which is I will get there. You're done. Probably. Ever. No negativity, only. Oh! Imperial Army has power of relic at its disposal. And. Beating things way too quickly for me. Attachment of priest mages and full legion wreaking havoc with a display of destructive magics. Take up arms alongside and root them for it, but can come too much. Thing is, because stuff dies so quickly, you get barely any credit for it. Oh well. Can't, you know, begrudge them for playing the game. Should I... Yeah, I'm gonna teleport down there. Select a point. Never mind. Mine changed. Teleport back up to remove near point. That's going to be done by the time I get there. Instead, good record. Look at our new nodes. Oh, no. Wouldn't it be great if I could had actually used them? Right. Scan. No. Pin for the rest of us. Feels like there's almost no point in trying to get over there. Genuinely frustrating. I might leave and go into a different instance. Yeah, I'm not going to make that. I'm going to sit here instead. Hopefully, won't get mercilessly attacked. The Beastmaster of considerable notoriety, Degussa commands a motley host of battle-trained creatures as part of the 4th Legion's war beasts. By all accounts, the Seeker is a generous captain who regularly treats his minions to meat. Practice of cultivating loyalty he retained from his days at the head of his own mercenary company. Going back further still, Daigusa was once a robber knight. In the plainest terms, this refers to a knight who engages in robbery. But the status of knighthood accords a certain dubious privilege, the ability to challenge others to duels, which Degussa used as a pretext to divest people of their belongings. The scion of a poor but noble family, Degussa inherited his knighthood and became the master of his household. Rather than tending to the affairs of his estate, however, he preferred to while away the days drinking and gambling with his friends. When his coffers were inevitably spent, he took to robbing merchants who passed through his domain, but ere long his reputation came to precede him, and that well of ill-gotten gains ran dry. It was then, just as Degussa had resigned himself to a mundane and less lucrative calling, that Garlemald launched its invasion of Damascus. Sensing an opportunity, the Sikh formed a mercenary company and sold its services to his own kingdom, though he had harboured no sense of allegiance towards it. And so, when the initial contract ended, he scandalously offered to fight for whichever side was willing to pay more. "Just trying to feed my family," he declared in justification, said family being the Royal called brothers. Yet even as both armies were unimpressed with his principled display, they recognised it was wiser to keep his potentially troublesome band out the enemy's camp, and thus did the Sikh continue to be gainfully employed. Following Damascus' annexation, Degussa kept up the self-same antics, selling his company services to the highest bidder, and as fearsome as he was in battle, he never shied from turning tail when the tide turned against him, remaining ever true to his motto, "Your life was worth more than your name." As a result, his company members boasted a high survival rate, which, combined with their reasonable success, brought them a steady stream of work. However, with Emperor Varus' ascension came a tightening of standards surrounding the use of mercenaries, and Degussa suddenly found himself without a contract. Struggling to feed his company, Degussa was on the verge of disbanding it when salvation arrived in the form of Legatus Snow van Gabranth. His 4th Legion had more than its fair share of troublemakers. He could bring order to this unruly lot, he was told. He would be rewarded with rank and riches. He accepted the offer without hesitation and was made a soldier of the Legion, yet in his heart of hearts his priority remained unchanged, looking after his own. So long as they have food to fill their bellies, matters not under whose banner he fights. No, his allegiance is to no nation or army, but never let it be said that he doesn't give his employees their coin's worth. I want to teleport down and try and do either one of those. What are we doing? Full players. wonder if I leave, will I be put straight back in here? Or... If this one is finished by the time I get there, I am going to just leave and see if I can port into a new instance, because this is like how am I supposed to do anything when every skirmish is like halfway done before the time I even get there? Okay, well, return to battlefield in the glorious golden magic armor. It's beautiful as the circumstances surrounding it, and it's terrifying. Bring down Delta Gabriel Clyde before it can rain destruction from the heavens. Try and get back over to seek and you will find. Running and yelling. No, got some treatment on his mind, only a good fight. Fair and valid. What's to bet I don't get to attack with super soldiers on time? I'm not salty, you're salty. Company have found themselves facing off against a squadron of advanced flying armor piloted by enhanced soldiers. There to prevail, they will need all the help they can get. Stay bug. We see you soon. Eyes emoji. Soon. No. Save your victory or I still can. Yes. See if I can get. Yep. I guess I should just stand here and wait. Actually, I should hopefully hit 23 with this one, so... Oh, fuck. Heavily inspired by the technological marvel of Helldivers, the Imperials have launched the latest prototype, the Blackburn, in a desperate attempt to extinguish the Resistance's hope of victory. Extinguish? Wiggles eyebrows. Oh, not this. My nightmare. Stand here and stay here. Shots fired. We are in there. Okay. Beat up these guys, that's what we do. Nice. Right. Let us hit up, return, not with the hashtag afterwards. Let's see how things are doing after we have... Okay, Magic Amender, pair gear. Resistance Commander. Offer proof of your metal. Nice. New quest is available. And Quartermaster has new things. Right. Oh, brother. Praiser has new things. Okay, bubble, bubble. This, bubble, that, bubble, this, bubble, that, bubble, this, that. I think we raise off, confirm. Last times, maybe. Spun that there. Trade this in. Do some unboxing. And there go. Oh, 8 indigo stars. Could be worse. We have urgent tidings from the field. A spies dispatched to the enemy encampment have at last uncovered the reason for the 4th Legion relocating to Zadnor. This plateau was home to a number of Allegan ruins, which drew Menenius here. As we just dealt with in MSQ. This isn't the first time the Empire has shown an interest in such relics. I'm glad you could join us. May I ask to what you're referring? This is all reminiscent of the 14th Legion excavation of the Aragon ruins in Amiga. It was there that they discovered the ultimate weapon. Which I have been spending a lot of time beating up in MSQ roulette recently. The similarities are striking. Our scouts report that the Imperials have unearthed a vast relic. They describe it as monstrous to behold. So we do have another Allagan abomination to contend with. Wonderful. The excavation was completed some time ago, but they have yet to finish loading it onto the Dariada. Perhaps they have something else in mind. It's more likely Menenius is testing it first, or maybe he's planning to test it on us. Knowing the Imperials, I dare say you are right. All the more reason we must break through their enemy lines and bring their schemes to an end. Sid, can we assume your unexpected return means you found a way to combat the Dariada? Yes, I believe so. After analysing the data Makoto provided on the crystal focus, we should be able to put its energies to good use, hopefully with explosive results. Wish to make a bomb out of the crystal focus? Not exactly. After reading over your analysis of this unique ethereal signature, we thought it warranted an investigation of practical applications. We found that with a little help from us, the focus is able to attune to the wavelength of ceruleum and cause it to destabilize. Ceruleum has ever been known to be a volatile substance. If it can be agitated by energy emitted from the crystal focus, then... Precisely. We can ignite the very lifeblood of the warship, destroying it from within. That's our theory at any rate. Unfortunately, the crystal focus doesn't possess the energy we require for that level of destabilization. Don't worry though, the Chief's already thought of a solution, and it's right here in Zadnor. Luckily for us, the ether that permeated the land at the time of the Berger incident is at our disposal. If we can use that residual energy to momentarily overcharge the crystal focus, it should release a pulse potent enough to detonate the ceruleum. Even if we can't destroy the warship, the engines would at least be severely damaged. Should your plan succeed, it would cease to be a threat, if only for a short while. Hopefully this will give us the opening we need. The ether wave amplifier designed for the Dash should have arrived in Doma by now, but we still have to find a way of transporting it and the crystal focus behind enemy lines. You'll not find an airship faster than Gabamnan's Pride and Joy, the ESR. We're not going to have it here in no time. Perfect. Once it arrives, I'll see to it shielding its engine against the crystal focus. Looks intensely at Makoto. For our part, we will launch a diversionary assault on a nearby camp to draw the attention away from the ESR, or the Lassar, as it may be. If by some chance we're able to advance in the Dalradia's position, all the better. I like the way you think, Basiljan. I've drawn for you as well, Maeve. We're going to need to place another DAM near the ether closest to the Dariada. I've made a few modifications to allow for manual redirection of the ether it collects. When the ESR passes overhead, I want you to channel it directly to us. See me to fly into enemy territory and release this burst of energy from the sky? But any number of things could go wrong, not to mention how dangerous it is. Which is why I intend to pilot the ESR myself. And you need to be on board to trigger the pulse, and lest you forget, I don't just build airships, I pilot them too. I'm sorry, Sid, but I cannot allow it. If anything should happen to you. I have to, Basiljan. For you and for the people of Berger. To make amends for what happened all those years ago. I should warn you, ESR means tornado in the Dalmascan tongue, and like its namesake, our ship is wild and unforgiving. Luckily for you, Renock is one of the select few ever to have mastered her. She will take the helm. I would accompany you as well. There's no need to put yourself in harm's way, Makoto. Your help places here, helping the others. The truth is, I had another vision, of the two of us aboard the ESR. We were successful in overcharging the crystal focus, and as you predicted, it rendered the Imperial's warship inoperable. Maeve too bore witness to this vision. Is that so? Give the gravest of nods. that case, you'll be coming with us. Makoto, would you mind accompanying me to Doma? Sorry, I accidentally skipped over the dialogue there. We're trying to close my chat window in case I took a screenshot. Not me, full of confirmed cat energy. Okay. Makoto is foreseen. Our victory is assured. I will have our soldiers make ready at once. Makoto, would you mind accompanying me to Doma? The ether wave amplifier still needs a little fine-tuning, and I could do with your scholarly knowledge. Me too, Lilto. Tried locating a current close to the Imperial's warship, but there's nothing in range of the spectrometer. If we're to have any chance of finding one, I'm going to need you to place a sensor out there. So you know, we've asked Wagi to operate the DAM once it's in place. With the fighting on the southern front dying down, he thought his time may be better spent helping us here. I've marked an ideal spot on your map. When the sensor is set, contact me via link pub, and I'll fire up the spectrometer. That 5 million needed for 24 then. Maybe there will be a Zadnor Part 3 next week, where I, once I'm up to 25, I'll do Dariada and... What else is happening? Emails. Every day I get emails, sorry for the sound of me putting my phone down. Tell you what, I am going to do this fate while I'm here, because it spawned and I'm right next to it. Up. I love that phrase. Prehistoric like down. Oh, and I see you. Not a cluster. Ah, class. Oh well. Just keep getting up here. I'm guessing they're like... okay, right, never mind. Where is the CD? All the way down there. Let's hop in. That's a combat, so... Nobody else has spawned in yet for me. Hopefully more people appear than just the two of us. Use post in chat so I can invite you. Go this way instead. Brick Walls is a good name. Summoned not green circuits to bar the resistance of path. You must either plans unraveled if you wish to overcome the Fourth Legion. Oh, shit the bed. Wow, that was scary, as was my accidental alt-tabbing. Love desperately guessing. Everything took me. Holding nothing back. Wish you would. Phew. You. Right. Let's actually go do the thing that the story is asking us to do, huh? Can you imagine? It's looking more and more like next week will be Zadnor Part 3 with Dariada, and in the meantime, hopefully, I will work some more on I should not be able to follow you into these zones, in my humble opinion. Or if they do, they should give you confirmed clusters, you know? Remember how I was like, I'm gonna go do the story, but then that fate is at 0%. The ease is adjusted according to how many people are doing it. So if nobody does that, I could go and like get it without the need for pluggies. The group that was causing me all the problem before seemed to have disappeared, so... Good news is next week we'll be able to hop straight into Zadnor, because I will not be combating. Meryl has a second guess to say for Enthrall Teacher whether the Scarlet Storm and help the uncontrollable Lovro. Fuck. Never mind, that went well. Going to put that into someone, please. Sad. Someone please rest me. I don't want to lose all the metal that to Google. Just again. May just have to eat the metal loss. You know what? I don't want to, but that didn't take me too far down at least. Right. Do story, not distracted by fate, only story. No, not distracted by CE, only story. And 4,500. I spy my little eye and big boy. There he is. It's a friend. Posts on Twitter like, well, Instagram probably, collection of big friends that I found in Zadnor today. I can. Nice. I'm going to finish this quest off, and then I think I will wait and we'll do part 3 next week. Soldiers, eh? By the sounds of it, they didn't put much of a fight. Well, whenever you're ready, I'm standing by. Signal detected. Everything seems to be in work. As it should. You're clear to head back, Maeve. Hiccup. Cool. What's the hippity hoppity haps, little Joe? Thanks again for your help. Shouldn't be long before the analysis is complete. While we wait for the results, I have to ask. That vision you and Makoto saw. She's hiding something, isn't she? I knew Makoto would never lie to us, but I can't help but think she's not telling us the whole truth. Makoto is not the only one withholding information. Whatever you are hiding, I suggest you spit it out. Okay, I don't have to make the decision to tell them, which I was going to do anyway, but... Sure, we consult Basildon and the others now. There must be something we can do to prevent Makoto from falling. Makoto says her views into the future aren't something that might happen, but will happen. One way or another, she's going to fall. And don't forget, we were all there in her vision, preoccupied with one thing or another. It's hopeless. Nonsense. Our fates are only decided when we let others decide them for us. Cheer up, lass. We will find a way to save her. Of course. There's still hope. There she is, my girlfriend. I love you so much. Forget yourself. You forget the duty of Gunhild. There can be no Berkshire without her children. Spooky. So those look like kanji? Question mark. Don't know what I'd do if something were to happen to any of you. So you can be damn sure I'll do my part to keep everyone safe, I promise. Next rank can be accepted upon reaching rank 25 or higher. Well folks, that is going to do it for me today. I am going to say thank you very much for watching. It is very, very much appreciated. Thank you very much for coming along, and I do hope that you enjoyed. I will be streaming Higurashi When They Cry, Yoigoshi, this Thursday, celebrating my freedom from deadlines for the quarter by getting the bad endings 1 and 3. Then on Saturday it will be more Nier Replicant, where we'll be continuing on with the story, because it's going to be depressing one way or another. Then on Sunday it'll be Destiny 2, where we're going to be doing the latest season of the Splicer stuff and just hanging out as per usual. And the next Tuesday will be Final Fantasy XIV, where we are going to be finishing off the Bosha storyline and probably just spending the rest of the time working on those resistance weapons. So thank you very much for watching. I do appreciate it and I hope that you enjoyed. Do have a wonderful evening and be excellent to each other, and I shall see you guys on Thursday.